know if you can hear, but likely the Amish got a logging operation going on over there. They're cutting up trees and sawing them down for boards. And the sun's up, so I'm gonna get moving. I had to turn back for this one, but Rome Rock Creek Road out here on the Greenway, they have this new parking area, access of which can be gained over there on the road. Let's check it out. Got some decent spaces here. I don't know how new this is, but it's new to me. No literature, but a little graffiti. Handicap capable portalette. Handicap parking spaces, 2 each. Let's check the trailhead marker. Maybe it'll say when it was established. It does not, but it gives the address, latitude, and the elevation. So I started at about 1,125 feet elevation, and now I'm down to 86 here. And since this is an old railroad route, it's generally flat. So it's a very, very, very easy and nice trail to take all the way to Geneva. Well, 4 miles if you go all the way to Ashtabula, 4 miles from Walnut Beach. Make a left, you go to Geneva. Make a right, you go to Conneaut. We've made a left a number of times, so we're gonna go right. And this is the Eagleville Jefferson Road Trailhead Metro Parks. Elevation is now 806 feet. Didn't feel like it was all that much of a rise, but pretty decent accommodations. Good ease of access. All right, this is it. Ashtabula. About 4 more miles to the beach. Be cutting through town. I've got to stop and have a burger. But 68.4 miles from the house to here. I gotta tell you, that last 30 miles or so went by pretty easy. Putting them miles on the bike, I'm gonna need a little bit of chain lube. I degreased it and then I topped up with a dry lubricant, Teflon base. But I think I'm gonna need a little something wet. As much as I hate using WD-40 on a chain, I had to get the small one. The big one gel was like 16 something. This little guy's 843. 853. Jesus Christ. Well, when you're on the highway, sometimes you get robbed. Morning. Doing fine. And having pedaled along Route 20, I'm now in the Conneaut corporate limit. Get to see some lighthouses, maybe eat some barbecue. Let's see how things go. There's one thing that I forgot about Conneaut, and I didn't want to pass it up. There's a covered bridge. Crosses a creek. I believe because they're so creative, they named it Covered Bridge Creek. That wasn't it, because that bridge sure ain't covered. Conneaut Creek, State Wild and Scenic River, Ohio Department of Natural Resources, Keepus Road, Scenic River Access. Huh. When you say scenic, I think there's a path. Well, that's a path. It's not terrible for travel. You know, I think I'm just going to leave it there since everybody else did. Well, I believe that's the limit. So, here's the scene. Wow. Okay. Could have swore that bridge was covered. Yeah, I was like a mile off. Creek Road's up here. Okay. Here's Creek Road. Bridge quarter mile ahead. Ashtabula County Covered Bridge. There it be. A long time since I went through here. Worth the extra couple miles. Well, I'm sitting up a little higher, but I can see Lake Erie from here. That's a good thing.
Turn right onto Lake Road.
Again, creatively named infrastructure. This is Lake Road. Youngstown place. Established 1919. Youngstown Drive. I wonder where the people who started that are from. Alright, we're going to take a little segue down here into Conneaut Township Park. The place seems pretty popular at this point in the day. Probably only get more popular as the day goes on. Speed bumps are killing my nards. There's plenty of overhead cover here and concessions if I do feel the need to indulge. Hey folks, hi there. Hi. And here we are down at the lake. And the main point, reason that I came, the lighthouse. There's no way I'm getting in that water. It's probably far too cold. And just so happens I did not bring swimming clothes. Whew. Remember that smell? When I was a kid, the old man used to bring us here. He'd claim on a clear day you could see Canada. It's full of shit. But back then there was all kinds of stuff that would wash up. Hypodermic needles, tampons, etc. Condoms. The beach was a mess. I always remember that lighthouse out there on the jetty. Oh, I forgot about those big steep ass fucking stairs. After a long day of swimming and inner tubing and fucking around, playing on the rocks, you have to carry everything up those big ass stairs, because that's where the old man would park. God knows why. You always have that heavy ass green Coleman cooler, the aluminum one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Area, keep off. Well, back in the day, you used to just go walking on out there. There's the lighthouse in all its glory. Yeah, maybe I'll take a run through the sand here on the bike, see how it handles. Ooh, not good, I'll tell you that much. Fucker's too heavy. Let's shift it down to the lowest gear. Way too heavy. Especially for this part of the sand. Almost feels like I'm dragging the tires through. See what's doing on this more compacted area. Ain't too much better. Well, times haven't changed that much. Reeks of goose shit around here. Probably on account of all the geese. But what intrigues me more is the amount of buzzards in the air. Look at these 3 turkey buzzards sitting there. Big old fuckers. Yeah, there we go. A lot more easy riding. Easier. Bunch of washed up shell debris. Yeah, these people know what's good. It's the best part of the beach. There's a better view of the lighthouse. The best part about being adventurous is it takes you places where most people don't go or are not willing to go. Other than those folks over there who have the capability to go off-road and to travel along this beach in this soft sand. Most people aren't willing to come over here anyways, which is nice because this stand out here, this observation deck if you will, what it does is it provides me with a little bit of shelter to stay out of the sun and a place to string my hammock so I can take a rest. The place closes at dusk and I don't have to figure out a place to stay until then. So I'll take a little time, do a little map recon. We'll see how it goes.